What's up, you guys? It's your boy Nash back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to a video about Kevin Samuels. So you know how like all these people was popping so much junk about Kevin Samuels, and now one thing I'm starting to see online a lot is like different people saying the exact things Kevin Samuels was saying. It's like sometimes in this society it doesn't matter, like it's not what you say, is who's saying it. Like if they feel like if they don't want you to be the person to say it, they're gonna have a problem. But the channel that we're reacting to, I forgot his name. It's like Chad something. I'm about to show y'all right now. Let me go to my what's the name. Alright, so his channel name is Chessa Z. I know I probably butcher your name. My fault, bro. I enjoy your videos, and I saw like 2 minutes of this video on my phone earlier, and I was like, you know what, I gotta react to it for you guys because it's just hilarious. So let's see what bro made.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Yo, I need to get some sound effects like him. Drink the coffee and make you feel better. Oh.
Kevin Samuels, you know, the one thing I forgot to ask you when I was on your platform is where's your wife? Where is the woman that you are married to that can prove your thought process on what it takes to have a successful black family actually works because you have one yourself?
I didn't support it at all.
Okay.
I thought it was divisive. I thought it was very Eurocentric in his approach to criticism.
You know, some of y'all look like...
Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of Kevin Samuels. Actually, I have seen a good amount, but I haven't seen everything. So I don't know if he got a video out there where he went in on a girl. But the only videos that I've personally seen, he was honestly just being honest. Like he wasn't... He was a little too blunt, because sometimes when you be too blunt to people, they might see it as disrespectful. But I'm gonna give you an example. So the other day, I like to drive around and listen to music videos when I drive around. So I was driving and I was listening to a video by Kevin Samuels, and then another one popped up. So this video, it was of a 46-year-old woman. I'm not like, how do I say this? Like, I'm trying to explain this without sounding like an a-hole, because I'm not. I don't judge people by their looks, but she honestly, she didn't look too good. She was 46, very overweight. I'm not popping junk about overweight people. Don't start internet. I'm over here walking on eggshells. Y'all see me, but basically she was 46 years old, probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 on her best day. You feel me? In the face. Multiple kids. She had 3 kids, and she was saying to Kevin Samuels she deserves a man that's, she literally said her man has to be at least 6 foot. Okay, you already know these girls say that. And then she said her man has to make at least 200K to mess with her, bro. And she's celibate for, I think she said 2 or 3 years she was celibate. First of all, you got 3 kids. Hey, Mr. Kevin Samuels, he was like 3 people that came out of you. He just said that to a couple girls, but he was like, you got 3 kids, 3 human beings that came out of you. You 46, looking to date, and you over here saying you celibate into marriage. Like, it makes no sense. And you got to think about it in a man's, like, how would a man see it? If I was in my 40s and I wanted to date a girl in my 40s, and she met me and she was like, I'm not having sex till marriage, first thing I would ask her, oh, that's cool, that's cool, are you a virgin? If she got 3 kids, she's obviously not a virgin. So like, what's the point of doing that if you're not a virgin? Like, I honestly don't get it, but they'll shame you for saying anything, bro. It doesn't even matter. But let's continue with the video. I hope you guys get what I was trying to say. He just be being honest. Like, people be mad at honesty.
I didn't support it at all.
Okay.
I thought it was divisive. I thought it was very Eurocentric in his approach to criticism.
You know, some of y'all look like what Kevin had to say. Some of y'all don't. I'm not here to judge that. It's your choice. He had over 1 million subscribers because there are millions of men who don't feel heard, who don't feel listened to, who don't feel respected. But at the same time, I think that men, you know, we got to start listening to women, man. We got some men out here that just really, unfortunately, somebody screwed your head on backward.
Would you date a bus driver?
I seen this clip. If you on the bus,
Would you date
If he owns the bus. If he owns
her
it.
face. Look at how thick her face got. Like, I'm not making fun of her. It's just like she like.
Would
Why
you
she
date
asked
a
me this
bus
question?
driver?
Look at her face. Hell no.
You. Would you date
If
a
he
bus
owns the bus. If he owns
No.
it. If he owns the bus.
No. That's a problem.
Her
That's a
face, her face says period, bro. That's what I think. You know how girls be like, period, poo. That's exactly what her face say.
But then I realized you're not even married. Not only are you not married, you have been married twice, divorced twice.
Now, am I saying that there aren't women who have unrealistic expectations? No, you guys know I've done videos. There's women who have ridiculous expectations. But do we have to talk to them that way? No.
You got your masculinity from the internet because maybe you didn't have a daddy. Maybe you hate single mothers because your father didn't spend time with you.
I think his expectations for women were very superficial in terms of what was important.
So therefore, you mean to tell me you know all that it takes to have a successful marriage, but it didn't even work in your own life? Interesting.
There was a heavy focus on how much you make and how good you look.
Healthy, well-balanced.
It really wasn't, like, in most of the videos I've seen with Kevin Samuels, it really wasn't how much you make, because what Kevin Samuels was always saying to these women, which they don't get, men generally don't care what you make. You feel me? Like, most men, we want to, when we get married and have kids and enter that phase in our life, we want to pay all the bills. You feel me? So we don't care about what you make. Are you a good woman? Do you look good? Because, you know, men, we value beauty. It's just the way of the world. We value beauty. But do you look good? Are you kind? Can you cook? Because, like, a man that got his stuff together, you got to be able to cook, bro. You got to be able to. It's just facts. And people gonna be like, oh, that's misogynistic. She ain't your slave. That doesn't mean she my slave. If I'm paying all the bills, she's really living an easier life. You feel me? Like, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying.
Strong, happy men do not feel the need to degrade women, do not feel the need to talk down to women, do not feel the happy, strong, well-balanced men do not talk to women like this.
No woman is going to look good forever.
Black women
True.
are
Nobody
availing
will.
ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise.
Look, we in this society, bro, we be underestimating the power a man has, especially when raising other men. You feel me? I'm gonna give you an example. I was adopted by my uncle and my aunt. For the first 15 years of my life, I didn't have no consistent male figure in my life. So I did a lot of unhonorable stuff that I seen other unhonorable men do it. Like, this gonna be embarrassing, but like in like middle school and like 6th grade and under, I didn't care if I fought a boy, girl, or nothing, because nobody taught me, yeah, you can fight boys, but don't hit a girl. Like in Brooklyn, everybody fight everybody. You feel me? And that's all I see, men beating on women. So like before 6th grade, bro, I honestly didn't move like that. Like I'm not trying to blast myself, but this is just the God honest truth. It's a lot of things that I didn't understand about being a man, a young man and an older man. And the one thing that helped me was my uncle adopting me and seeing his example. And I didn't get it at first. A lot of things he used to tell me used to go in one ear and come out the other, just like all the adults say. You feel me? But now I understand, and now I'm following in his footsteps because I understand that he's a good man. He pays all the bills of his life. He takes care of his wife and the whole family. You feel me? That's the type of man I want to be. But if I didn't have this man showing me this, like, I wouldn't have became the man I am now, progressing the way I am. You feel me? Stop underestimating the power that a man could provide to a family. The family structure is powerful. Like you have a higher chance of making it in life and understanding a lot of life lessons with the family structure. That doesn't mean that every family is good or you're gonna automatically make it if you got both parents, but you have a better chance. So stop underestimating the power of having a man in your life when it comes down to raising kids. You feel me? I'm not trying to pop junk about single mother by choice girls, but it's especially if you raising a young man, like it's gonna be hard. Like only a man could teach a young man how to be a real man. It's just a fact. Single mother, she could do everything she wants. She could try her best, but 99% of the time it's not gonna be as successful as it would have been with a strong, just great, good man. You feel me? Like,
So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now.
You have a right to say, I don't want to date a single mom. But when you're marketing that and using that as an avenue to express vitriol amongst millions of single mothers out here, some of whom help raise your raggedy Like,
That's
that mama
true.
was
I
your
get what
last
he's
line of
saying.
defense between you and you being a little damn male hooker.
It's not always what you say, it's how you say it. Guess what? Your average good guy that wants to just a good woman to love, he is not sitting on social media bashing people. He don't have time for it. He too busy living his life, working hard, taking care of his responsibility.
Another question I failed to ask is, where are your children? Are you a father? Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction?
Telling
Bruh, of course. Now they want to shame him. Like, I don't know if he got kids or not. I hope he did, honestly, because it's good for a man to have kids, especially like after he tragically passed. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, by the way. But I hope he got some kids out here getting the money that he had and just like living good lives.
women that you are too fat or too small or too broke, and that's the reason why you don't have a man. That is psychopathological and it is destructive.
You see, that's not what he was saying. He was basically saying, like, I'm gonna give you an example of, let me go back to the 46-year-old woman. She was massively underweight. She weighed like 290 something. You feel me? I weigh what? Last time I weighed myself, I was exactly 183. I am 5'8". I go to the gym. I'm not super muscular, but I'm pretty muscular. Y'all probably can't see it in the camera, but I'm a little muscular. You feel me? I'm a fit guy. So like, you weigh 290, you 46 with 3 kids, you don't look that good. Why would it, he was explaining the reality of the world, why would a man like Brad Pitt choose you? Why would somebody like Ja Morant, feel me, tall guy, multi-millionaire, why would he choose you when he has all these options out here? Why would he? Like, that's what he was trying to explain. He wasn't saying you too fat, that's why you got a man. You too this, that's why you don't got a man. The man that you look for, that y'all looking for, not all, this don't apply to all women, but some women, the man that you say you want, that you don't qualify for. You just don't. Like, men, we have to live in reality. Like, right now, I make around $30,000 a year. That's not a lot of money. I'm going to keep on building as I get older, but that's not a lot of money. So I know right now I can't pull a girl like Ruby Rose right now. You know why? Because her standards of men, she's up there. You feel me? I'm not there yet. I have to get there. I live in reality. A lot of these girls, they'll be a 4 out of 10 and they think they're 10s. Like, every girl think they're a 10. I done seen some, God forgive me, I don't judge nobody for their looks, because it doesn't matter how you look, it's your brain. But I done seen literally like a 3 out of 10 girl literally talking about she a 10, and to mess with her you need to make over 100K and be 6 foot and have all of this going on. I'm like, yo bro, like, you don't qualify for that man. Maybe you qualify for somebody way lower than that. But if you say that, you're shaming. If you saying that, you're a hater. It's the reality of the world. Men, we have to live in reality. If you was born with a small digging stick, you feel me? It's nothing you could do about that as a man. It's over. If you was born short, it's nothing you could do about it. If you don't make a lot of money, there's something you could do about it. But you still live in reality, because when you go out into this dating scene, these women gonna let you know, oh nah nigga, you broke. You drive a Honda. Well, that just because you drive a Honda doesn't mean you broke. What I'm saying is, a lot of girls think that, oh, he drives a Honda, he don't got a Lambo, so he broke. We have to live in reality. A lot of these women don't have to, and then they get surprised when somebody finally tell them the truth. That be the problem. They can't take the, not all women, I'm not talking about all women in this video, so don't roast me in the comments, but a lot of these women can't take the truth. It's just the facts.
To our community, I did not agree with his approach at all.
But I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it real loud and clear. God ain't in it.
You actually owe every single black woman a thank you card, because you're nothing without us. Let me say that clearly. Kevin Samuels, you are nothing without the black woman, because your popularity is based off of tearing down black women.
And
He's not tearing down black women, and he wasn't only talking to black women. I like how they only bring up black women, you feel me? He was talking about life in general. Like, I just watched a video by Kevin Samuels that honestly motivated the crap out of me. The video title is Stupid Stays Stuck. If you a young man, if you a man period, go watch that video. It's a great video. Like, he helped motivate me, and he's honestly hard on men. Kevin Samuels said in that video, he thinks that men should pay for everything, and I agree. That's the type of man I want to be. Like, I was just looking at, I was doing Uber earlier to make some extra money, right? I was across the street from the McDonald's. It was the soccer field, and there was a bunch of kids playing, and I was looking, I was like, man, I can't wait to have kids. Like, to be able to be a dad is an honor. But you know what else I said after I was thinking about how much I can't wait to be a father and how much fun and amazing it's going to be? I was like, I gotta be worthy of my kids. I gotta make bare minimum a couple $100,000 a year, bro. That's the goal. Like, it might sound unrealistic to somebody. It might sound narcissistic or whatever people say, but it's not. That's the goal I have for myself. I want to be worthy of my kids. Like, one of the greatest honors as a man is for your son to look at you like a superhero. Like my little brother / cousin Sean, my uncle's youngest son, when he was a young kid, he looked at his father like a superhero, and that's a great thing. You feel me? Now he's older, he's more realistic, but it's just an honor as a dad to be worthy of not that title, but for your kid to look at you like that. You feel me? Like, so I gotta be honest with myself. Stupid stays stuck, and I'm not stupid, so I'm not gonna stay stuck making $30,000 a year. I'm not gonna stay stuck with a normal Mitsubishi car. I'm not gonna stay stuck at 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna become the best version of myself by grinding hard every single day and not creating excuses for myself, not complaining about the situation I'm in life. You feel me? That's what a lot of things that Kevin Samuels was saying, and that I agree with, and that helped motivate me as a man. He's harder on the men than he is the women.
And he did have a lot of people who did. Speaks to how decadent and speaks to how self-hating we can be as a people.
Now, black people, we do be very self-hating. I'm gonna make a video about this one day. Like, we killing each other too much. Is some black men don't like black women, which I think is stupid. I like all women. Like, I like black women. You could be brown skin, light skin, really dark, really light. It don't matter. You feel me? But yeah, we do that self-hatred stuff be too prominent in the black community. I agree with that point.
Yo, mama,
we need to change that.
You would be dead, Negro. Can't you just express your own wishes without using that as a weapon to make people feel bad about a situation that they probably already feel bad about?
Well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing.
Several months later.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding.
Where have you heard that before?
And the exact opposite is true for black women.
Guys, I want you to get your notebook.
And why are you always saying black? You feel me? This applies. This just in life. The older you get as a man, the more money you make, the more you learn about the world. For a lot of successful men, we eventually like get in the gym real heavy. Like, your physique, like, it takes years to get a real shredded body. You're not gonna just get that in 3 months. So the older you get, the more consistent you be with all your good habits, the higher your value goes as a man. Like, a 40-year-old man could pull a supermodel, even though he never dated a supermodel when he was 20 years old. You feel me? Because he built himself to the point. But as a woman, research Ali Wong, she talked about this in one of her stand-up comedies. As a woman, you could have a PhD, all of that. If you want a certain type of man, he's looking for certain qualities in a woman. He doesn't care about your PhD. He cares about, are you nice, kind, look good, feminine, things like that.
Books, pen, something, pull your phone out, take notes, because she's about to inform us of some mind-blowing data, and chances are you've never heard this before in your life.
Okay, so every night I might get 100 single women.
Really? Guys, I'm done. I know, man. I know a few of you guys are like, please, Chisha, not one of these videos. Take it seriously. I can't.
Listen, y'all, when this video ad is over, listen to what she's saying, bro.
In here, you gotta get
around all through your 20s. Stop around all through your 30s. You give your 20s to the street Negroes.
Okay.
You give your 30s to the pretty boys. They use you up, dog you out. Now you're in your 40s.
Damn.
And nobody's jumping to marry you.
But if you're...
So the same people that be shaming and downing Kevin Samuels be saying the same stuff he's saying, but he's wrong for saying it.
Average.
Sure.
And you're
Hold
not...
on, go back a little bit.
But if you're average...
Sure.
And you're not drop dead gorgeous. I've said it before. What's drop dead gorgeous? Face and body.
That's not very nice. Where is the love? She wasn't.
Never encourage black women to settle. The fact that black
Well, let me just, okay.
Please, can I finish my statement? Just
No,
this
you
one
can't.
statement.
Now you're gonna listen.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Now you're gonna listen. Because
Right.
I listened to
Right.
you, so now you're gonna listen.
Right.
It's getting heated.
It's giving
No,
pick me. It's giving.
This is the shit they knew, bro. Shame, guilt, need to be right. You feel me? It's given. Whenever a girl starts saying the truth, like reality, like we talking about in this video, or Kevin Samuels normally talks about, it's giving pick me. That's what they say. No, bro. She trying to tell you the truth. If there's 100 single beautiful black women, all 100 of them, and there's only 1% of people in this country make over 200K. Only 10% of men in this country, in this world, period, makes over 100K. Like, you feel me? So every girl, if it's 100 to 10, so there's 90 girls that won't get married if it's only 100 girls and 10 men. You feel me? But you say, girl, and these girls, another thing that I seen in the Kevin Samuels video, a woman was talking about how she was settling for a guy that made 50K a year. You're not settling for him. That's your equivalent. You're not settling. That's disrespectful. If I dated a girl, like, if there's any women watching this video, which I doubt it, but if you're a woman watching this video, I want you to answer this question. If I said, yeah, I settled for you, if I got with you and I was like, yeah, I settled for her, you feel me? You will feel like some type of way. You'll feel disrespected, because it is disrespectful. You're not better than these men. The problem is, a lot of these women act like they're better than men. They just think they're better. And I don't think nobody's better than anybody. Like, men and women, guess what? They're here together. Nobody's better than anybody. But a lot of these women think that they're better. They're settling for the guy they with. No, that's your equivalent. It's a difference.
Pick me.
If you're not drop dead gorgeous and you're looking at other people and comparing situations to drop dead gorgeous women who got men tolerating their BS.
But they all think they're 10s. They all think they're 10s. They all think they're they would be mad at her for this.
So degrees and titles and cars and houses and money. I had 2 clients, a doctor and a lawyer, back when I was matchmaking. Couldn't beg, borrow, or steal a man.
It's giving pick me, and you do this to every black woman that comes on here and says,
Why are they only saying black, bro? This is just the reality of the world. It doesn't have to be a black or white thing. Like, why they always gotta black this, black that? It's not only black people in this situation.
Myself,
honey,
but you here at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I love differing opinions.
Right
I
now,
love
watching
differing
my show,
opinions.
so why
But
are you
it's
here?
giving pick me,
If
Kendra.
you
Just
if
because
you
you
feel
don't
that
have
way,
high
why are you
standards
up
for
with
yourself,
me
Kendra, doesn't
at
mean that
4
black people
a.m.?
can't have high
If you
standards for
feel
themselves.
that way,
And so now you
Yeah, why you up with her at 4 a.m. in the morning if you feel that way? You looking for attention? Let me stop. I'm not trying to pop junk about whoever that girl is. What I'm saying is exactly what the lady said. Why are you here at 4 o'clock in the morning then?
saying it ain't no good.
if you feel that way.
And so now you're saying it ain't no good black men. No. There's plenty of good black men. The problem is you gave your best years to men who didn't deserve it.
Hold on. What he said? You gave your best years to niggas that don't deserve it. You gave it to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. I hate using those terms, but that's just the terms we use on the internet. You gave your best years to the hood nigga, to the nigga, random nigga on the motorcycle, like in that viral clip. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about, but like, if you're let's use high school. You feel me? When you graduate from high school, what most of the prettiest girls go for? They go for the guys that got a bunch of money, which most guys got. I mean, most guys got. Most guys don't. When you're 19, 20 years old, you're not gonna have a lot of money as a man unless you get like a trust fund or you're very skilled in a certain skill. But that's super rare, extremely rare. So they go for the hood niggas, this nigga. They don't go for the nice little nerd nigga. They don't go for the chill guy that just mind his business and be in the cut because he's boring. Just like they saying on the internet how Michael B. Jordan is boring because he not out here trying to kill a nigga every 5 seconds promoting violence. He's boring. He's a multi-millionaire. got his life together. Like, you feel me? My bro, not my bro, because I don't know him, but he got a nice physique, no homo. You feel me? Bro is a handsome guy. I'm comfortable in my sexuality, so I could, as a man, I could see another man and be like, yeah, he's handsome. That don't mean you gay. You feel me? So don't start that stuff in the comments. Point is, like, you feel me? He's born because he not trying to kill a nigga. Like, I seen some girl on the internet. I will never forget this. I think I made a video about this, but she was like, Michael B. Jordan looks like he knows where his birth certificate is. And I'm not necessarily into that. What? Like, what, bro?
The common denominator in your life. You may not be the type of woman that men want to marry.
As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades. The reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year.
Constantly got an ego, projection, high standards, demanding, picky, never happy, constantly high maintenance. Everything's a problem.
I would argue again and say that this is not a small sect of women. This is most women, and I don't mean just black women, Western women.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Drink the
Who
coffee.
are looking for a relationship. Most of these women want committed relationships. Out of those 100 women, I may get 10 men. So let's just start right there. If I have 100 single women and 10 men,
might have been married once, but listen, as they've gotten older and it gets worse and worse and worse, the attitudes get worse and worse, the entitlement, the hyper independence, everybody else is the issues, never looking at self. And this is what I want to be clear about.
every woman is not going to get a man.
Right.
Just from that right there, okay? There's not enough.
Right.
Now, out of the 100 women, let's say out of those 10 men, there's only really 2 men that the 100 women really want to date.
The problem is you gave your best years to men who didn't deserve it, and now you see your biological clock is ticking.
This is your garbage trash
YouTube
browser, and this is Opera
Speaking
GX.
facts right now, y'all.
You see this difference?
You may not be the type of woman that men want to marry.
Hold on.
If you don't
Ain't gonna like that
have
one.
men trying to, when they date you and do get a chance to know you, and they don't want to marry you, they don't want to be with you, you might be the problem.
No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if
Now
that's
she's
what
getting canceled for saying
they
this.
choose.
And your beauty
in college or right after, if that's what they choose.
And your beauty clock. See, you got a biological clock, how long you can have those babies, and you got a beauty clock, how long you gonna be looking good.
Okay, so now we have 100 women with 2 men. Right there, every woman is not gonna get a man.
Hey, but those men are gonna get hella cheeks. Yo.
Facts.
But I'm
This is why, hold on, I know I'm pausing a lot in this video, but listen up, man. If you watching this video, y'all, this is why you gotta be on your grind, bro. You gotta try your best to really become that 10%, 20% guy, you feel me? Because once you get there, you're gonna get everybody, because a lot of these women, 99% of these women are all looking for the same type of guy, a tall, handsome guy that makes a lot of money. If you just make a lot of money, period, like you gonna get the last laugh. That's why you gotta be on your grind. Don't be chasing girls when you're young. Like right now, I talked to 2 girls this year so far. One of them, it was a white girl. She moved to Arizona in the beginning of the year, so I didn't even have to give her the talk. Like, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm looking to better myself. You feel me? So she ended up moving for college. I was like, yeah. You feel me? I didn't have to give her the talk. Then I was talking to another girl. This girl was a black girl, and we actually was doing the thing, but I stopped talking to her because I didn't want a relationship. Shorty said, I'm lost. I'm not chasing women right now. I'm chasing my purpose. I'm chasing success. I want to be worthy enough for my kids to look at me as a superhero. Like, you feel me? Like, Let me bring up a random celebrity son. Let's bring up Lil Durk's son. You feel me? I'm sure he looks at Lil Durk like a superhero. He's really, really young. He probably like, yo, my daddy rich. He a lot of people, so many people love him. Like, he probably like, yo, my dad is amazing. That's the type of dad I want to be when it come down to that specific topic that I just named. I have to be worthy. And I can't do that chasing women at a young age. So if you a man and you young, don't be out here chasing women, going to the strip club. Like, focus on save your money, focus on your chicken bag, and get right, because you're gonna have the last laugh.
Saying to the women who tend to be nasty, mean-spirited. I saw it in my matchmaking, and I looked at these women and I got a totally different perspective. And that's not just black women. There are many women, white, black, Latina.
Women on Instagram diss Boyce Watkins when pandering goes wrong. Confession. When I was 46, this is Boyce talking, 46 years old, single, millionaire with a PhD. Boyce Watkins wants you to know he's a PhD. If you know, you know, man. Let's keep reading. He
Like
goes
that
on.
clip that Kevin Simmons be playing with the girl voice. She be like, I'm a PhD.
Let's say I could have had nearly any woman I wanted. I chose to marry a woman in her 40s because I didn't want to marry an idiot or a child, he says. Strategic men don't just pick women based off what they look like.
That's true. Like, strategic men, smart men don't just pick women off of looks. Of course, as men, we want our lady to look good, but just because she look good doesn't mean you should wife her. Just because she got good punani and a fat booty or big titties, whatever you into, doesn't mean y'all gonna be compatible for to raise a kid together, to have marriage happily ever after. You feel me?
So modern women did what they do best. They turned on him for speaking the truth. Like this female commentator says, no, he couldn't have had any woman he wanted. You did the best you could do, old ninja.
Bro, like now they want to shame him. When you a 46-year-old man, and you a millionaire, you could get, he not saying I could literally get any woman I want. He said almost any woman you want. And it's true. You just pull up, like, do you guys be seeing these gold digger pranks, bro? You pull up in a Lambo, 99% of girls you're gonna pull. That doesn't mean that they're gonna get with you because they like you, but they see the status, they see the money, and that's why they gonna get with you a lot of times. This is why when you reach a certain point as a man, you can still be old and out here bagging almost whoever you want. You get the whole spectrum. But they want to shame him.
Here's another comment from another woman that says the delusional statement saying he could have had any woman he wanted is comedy.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And another person here, a woman chimed in and said, I had to read that several times to be sure I read correctly. The other chick responded back and says, yeah, he definitely leads with his money if that's what he believes.
A biological clock, how long you gonna have them babies, and a beauty clock, how long you gonna be looking good. And guess what? When you hit those 40s, don't get me wrong, black don't crack, but everybody declines.
Facts, man and woman.
A young black woman in college, and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with...
Drink the coffee.
Damn!
I'm sorry.
Different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood.
Bro, YouTube, bro.
People who really rule
ass. I'm trying to make a YouTube video myself here.
Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
What women refuse to freaking accept is a man prime. When a man is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 99% of men, that's not their prime. Actually, no percent of men, that's their prime. A man prime starts from what, the age of what, 27, 28, all the way into 30s before he reached 40. That is a man prime. A woman prime is different. If we speak in reality, a woman prime is from 16 all the way to like 29, maybe early 30s. That's their prime. So women and men live two different lives when it comes down to dating market value. You feel me? My value right now, I only make 30k a year. It's not as high as it's going to be when I'm 29, 30, when I'm 26, 27, 28. It's not going to be as high because I'm still young. I'm still in my building phase. I'm not in my prime right now. But there's girls that's the same age as me in their early 20s and they're in their prime, so they living it up. A girl, she could just wake up one day and go on a $1 billion yacht. I'm sure it's probably not no $1 billion yacht, but $1 million yacht for no reason, just because she's pretty. She could be dumb as a whatever, like a complete bird, but she can still go there. Men and women, we live completely different lives. That's what women refuse to accept. R.I.P. to one of the goats.
Are you kidding?
What's up, YouTube? Listen, real quick, it's time to talk about the sponsor of today's video. And it could coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And
women.
You clean and prep the trap from.
Well, I think this is the end of the video, guys. Yeah. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys don't start, like the internet don't start, oh, you're bashing women. I'm only speaking about reality. I'm not saying every woman don't deserve a high value man, but 99% of y'all, literally that number, are not gonna pull the type of man that you think. Like, y'all just don't qualify for. Just because you're a little pretty doesn't mean you qualify for Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is a 1% man. 1% versus 99%. You feel me? All of y'all are not gonna pull this type of guy. But if y'all dating y'all equivalent is not settling, that's your equivalent. So you need to treat that man with some respect. If you got a man that works hard, he's a good man, you feel me? He does what right by you, but you saying that you're better than him, you're settling because he only makes 40, 50k a year. What? That's your equivalent. Like, I'm about to end this video right here. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and I hope the internet don't start they hating stuff on over here talking about people bashing women, because ain't nobody bashing women in this video. We just speaking about reality. I only make 30k a year right now. I'm sure if a bunch of girls on the internet, if you ask them would you date a guy that makes 30k a year, 99% of them will be like no. There's a good amount of girls that will be like, yeah, especially since I'm young and I'm building, but they're gonna be like, no, because as a man, you not gonna pull all the girls when you're not in your prime. You gotta get there. You gotta actually put in the work. But if you never put in the work, bro, you're just gonna be a loser. This is why you gotta focus on yourself as a man. You have to. You have no other choice but to focus on yourself. If you wanna be able to live life on your terms, you gotta get your money up. You gotta get your physique up. You gotta get your skincare right, your haircut right, everything. You feel me? Your networking, connections, everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in hearing some of my music, it's going to be linked in the description. Hope you guys have a good day and understood what I was saying and got some motivation from it. Peace, y'all.